Teaquilts, and today is Wednesday, February 24th, 2020. It's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're here with our Teaquilts live tonight. I have my machine on because I've been sewing, but it's not really a sewing chat tonight, just a chat. So we're going to wait for more people to get into the room before we get started. All right, I didn't bring, guess I'll have to use these scissors. I didn't open packages. So we're just waiting a couple of minutes for people to enter into the room. Still have 1 minute before 7 here. For those of you that are new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I go live. And also, if you got any quilt related questions, you can post them into the chat box as well. I'll answer as well, as I'm sure some of the quilters in the chat room will also answer. Welcome to any new people as well. So we're just waiting for people to come in here. Reading some of the comments, they're already cutting up in the chat. Yes. Okay, it's 7 o'clock now. So I'm going to go ahead and just get started with reading some of the comments in the chat until we can get more people into the room. Comments started at 6:25 tonight. Maddie Barnum says, hi T and everyone. Love the look of the fabric. Wish I was there. Ellen Campbell says, hi T. Wish I could have sent for some zebra print fabrics. If they may have had some, how are you doing, Teaquilts? Stay safe. I don't think that particular shop would have zebra prints. It's more of a reproduction shop, so they really don't have a lot of those type fabrics there. Vicky Lemire laughing at my title. Kevin made me do it. Linda Price says hello to everyone. Susan T says, hi T and everyone. Ha ha ha, that's funny T. Kevin made you go shopping for fabric. Diane 57 says, I just watched Tiffany's train. Laughing out loud, too cute. Tiffany train, I don't know what that's about. Slowing down Joe. Is here talking to Diane 57. And Carla Ford's also here, says hi T and everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Yes. So a lot of people are talking to each other. Janet Phillips says, wonderful to find other quilters in St. Louis area. That's awesome, Janet. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you subscribe. Appreciate that. It's a lot of us in the St. Louis area. A lot of quilters in the St. Louis area. My screen just jumped, so I got to go back and find my last comment that I read. Sorry about that. Okay. I know it was after caller Ford. Janet Phillips was the one. Diane says, I was thinking she has lost it, but then realized it was ingenious. So, oh, I don't know what they're talking about. Robin Boyd's here, says, hello, T and everyone. Hi, Robin. Doris O says, good evening, T and T Quilters. I hope everyone is having a good evening and getting a lot of projects completed. Patricia Bryan says, good evening from Patty. Cheryl Clute says, hello, T and everyone. Let's see, Vivian Cavey also says hi T and everyone. Laura Plymere says hi T and everyone. Betsy is here. She says hello all. Win Sprinter also here saying hello from Maryland. Darlene Crosby says hello T and quilt friends. Forrest Jones says hello from Texas. Hello and welcome to the channel. Lizette Zaya says hello. Zaya says hello. Kevin the Quilter says, I'm here. What did I miss? Hello, all T Quilters and our scrap and fabric goddess, Miss T. He's a troublemaker. Kim Burris says, hi, anyone I missed? Peggy O'Connor here says, hi, TNT Quilters. I hope you all are doing well. Let's see. Maria Mayer also is here, says, hi, T and everyone. Sheila Willis says, good evening, T and everyone. It's nice and warm here in Tennessee. Yes, we've been having some good weather the last few days. Sue is here, says, bad Kevin. Yes, bad Kevin. Maria says, last week needed quilts. This weekend need air conditioning. You got that right. Lisa, and she says in Houston, but it could have been here too. Lisa says, hi there, Miss T and T Quilters. Tucker is here. He's saying, hey, T and everyone. So happy to be here tonight. I have some exciting news. I got an AccuQuilt. Yay. Can't wait to see this fabric. Congratulations on your new purchase. Cynthia Shade, I do know that they got like 25% off everything now, with the Go Big being $450 from regular $600 price. So that's also a good thing. And if you all purchase anything from AccuQuilt, please use my links in my descriptions of any of my videos. It just gets credit that I referred you over to their site. Cynthia Shade says, hello from Chicago. Hope all is doing good. Mary is here saying, hi, friends. I hope all is well. We are out of the deep freeze, so all is good. Yes. Quilting for the Soul says, hello, T and everyone. I will be watching you on my TV. Yes. Helena Carter says, hello, T and all T Quilters. Back from Las Vegas. Shopped at So Yeah in Vegas. Beautiful fabrics. I'm glad you had some fun and got to go to a quilt shop while you were there. That's pretty cool. Janice also says, hello, all T Quilters. Angela Stringer says, the night is young. Hi, T and T Quilters. Let's see. Trying to skip comments where people are talking to other people. Dora says, does anyone have experience with the rotary blades getting dull quicker than before? I use OFA. I noticed that the last blades I put in hasn't lasted as long. I use a lot of different rotary cutters in different rooms, and I change them all around the same time. So I noticed that mine hasn't been lasting as long. And I use a combination of name brand OFAs as well as the ones that I get from Harbor Freight. But I can't get my 60 millimeters from Harbor Freight because they don't sell them at this point. Mary got her first COVID shot and I'm waiting for her second one. It'll be like time for people to get their second shot by the time they get to my name on the list, because I have no medical complications. And Diane wants to know, what did Kevin make T do? Robin is asking for people to keep her in your prayers. We'll do, Robin. And Rush is here, says, hi, TNT Quilters. And Victor are here again, and Victor is now 7 years old. So happy belated birthday, Victor. Hope you enjoyed your birthday. Teresa Davison says, howdy everyone. It's 64 degrees here in LA. It's 5:04 p.m. Yes. Kevin says, it was so warm today for our outing. Miss T wore her bikini. You need to quit. He needs to quit. Elaine Doucette says, from stormy, snowy northern Ontario. Giving a thumbs up. Thank you so much. That's a great reminder. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up button, please. Trying to get through some of these. Tiffany is here saying, hello, T and friends. She made it over. Damali J says, hi, Miss T and Quilters. It got to 68 degrees today in Maryland. Yay. And Remo is reminding people to also hit the thumbs up. Carla says, glad you got your vaccine. I got my second dose. She's talking to Mary. And Carla's also giving Robin prayers. Phyllis G is giving prayers. Lisa says, I splurged and got a package of titanium blades. Lesson learned. Yes, I got the OFA titanium blades, and I do not feel like they were any better than any of the other blades, and I paid a lot of money for them, so I will never, ever buy those again. Yes, Never ever. Leetta Brain is here saying hello, TNT Quilters. A lot of people are praying for Robin, so that's great. Maddie says, T, I found a video for getting the featherweight oil. That is orange marked. Good for me. Yes, I was saying in our Saturday live that they have, the featherweight shop has a video where they have all the oil spots in orange so you can visibly see them as they're oiling instead of them just remaining blank. They drew like orange circles around it. He said his son did that. And it makes a big difference when you're looking at a video and trying to know exactly where it is that you need to oil. It's got it circled in orange. It's really cool. So I definitely saved that video. Thanks for the reminder. Jackie says, hello, T, and all prayers to all who need them. Spent all day chopping ice from driveway. Oh my gosh. She's in Canada, guys, so they must have gotten more. I'm getting notifications coming down on the screen on my iPad, so got distracted there for a minute. Because I turn them off on my phone. I keep forgetting to turn them off on my iPad. Joyce Hernandez is here also saying hi to everyone. You all got a lot of hellos in here today. And Bonita Nance is here saying hello, Miss T and everyone. Barbara Polk says, I saw your quilt block on AccuQuilt Live today. Yes. I was surprised because I was out because Kevin pulled me out the house. So I wasn't here to see the actual live show. So I was kind of shocked when I was just watching it when I got home, trying not to fall asleep. And so my quilt top was put in there. So that was pretty cool. So thank you, Barbara, for that. And Robin also says thanks to everyone. Elaine Doucette says hello to everyone. Quilting, Beauty, and Books. Hey, T and fellow quilters. Hello and welcome to the channel. I can't take the vaccine, too many allergies. Remo says, I agree with you, T, about those blades. Diane Grant says, good afternoon to T and all. Hi, Diane. Camille Anderson is saying, hi, T, I think. Hi, Camille. She says, T and all, I have missed you all for, and then it goes away, but we know what you mean. Welcome back. And that's Stephanie with Quilting, Beauty, and Books saying that she's praying for Robin. Carla says, mild headache and muscle stiffness, no fever or chills. All is well. What about you? I have no idea. I think they're talking about either the symptoms from getting the vaccine. Has anyone tried the Tula Pink rotary blades? The one that came with the rotary cutter is super sharp. Dragged her out the house. She beat me there. Yeah, because you have, I know, it's a whole nother issue with that, Mr. Kevin, when you driving all downtown where you don't need to be. Don't even start. He said he was going to be trouble in the live tonight, and I can see that he is trouble in the live. We haven't even gotten started yet. Missed you for a long time. I'm recovering from several health problems, including a total knee replacement. So that's Camille. So I hope everything's healing for you as well. I used the Mortelli Ergo cutter. That's from Diana. Tiffany is reminding everybody to don't forget to hit the thumbs up for T. Thank you, Miss Tiffany. I think I'm at the bottom. Gwen Whitener says, hi, T and everyone. I'm going to watch and hide in the background, but had to jump in and say hello. Well, thank you so much, Gwen. And Mary says, at T with Marty, she will be way down on the list, but she said as a cosmetology student and up close and personal with clients, she's a little afraid. Yes. That's what I don't understand. I think they should have gone into more detail with particular jobs too, other than just the ones that they deemed as essential, but knowing that other places are open. So kind of weird how they got their list geared up. And I can understand me being at the bottom of the list. I'm retired, so I'm not even in the workforce. But had I been working, I would have already had one by now because I worked in mental health. So I do understand. So we're going to talk about the blocks in first, get those out, because it took me, what, 13 minutes just to get through the chat comments. So let's get these out the way first. I got 3 packages. This first one is from Vanessa Brown out of Fayetteville, Georgia. And I didn't open these up. I'm assuming that they're all blocks. That's what I would be expecting to receive, is blocks. And Vanessa is also number 21 for number of people that I have received blocks. So let's see. In here, you're also supposed to include your name, address, and email so I can get in touch with you. And then she has her $15 for a swap fee included, which is part of her return mailing back to her. So thank you for that, Vanessa. She got maybe 2 or 3 different blocks, maybe. I'll just show you 3 top ones. Got very similar, but very pretty. Nice presentation of blocks. Been pressed on the front and the back. Very nice. Looks good. Here's the second one. Very pretty. Love the lime green she used. And this is her last one. Okay. So for people that don't know what we're doing here, we are swapping blocks. And people are sending in 23 blocks. And then in return, they're going to receive 23 blocks back from other quilters that are participating in the swap. So again, that was number 21. Number 22, whoops. I don't know, I guess this bag was in there too, because I know I didn't have any bags out, I don't think. Carmen Reed out of Coronation, Washington. Okay. Again, should have information on here. And she's letting me know that she sent her payment through via PayPal, which I have already confirmed that with her. And she's got her name, address, email address on here. And her blocks are also included. And I have not been counting blocks because I just didn't want to do it in front of the screen. So we'll just do it when we actually get to swapping them. We'll count the blocks and make sure everybody started with 23. So it looks like she's got various different colors here. So I'm just going to show you the top 3. Very pretty colors, very good contrast. That's number 1. Nice bold stripe. Number 2. I think all of her blocks are different. And no, your blocks don't have to be different because they're going to be swapped with 23 different people. So it's not like anybody else would know that you made 23 blocks. So if you just wanted to pick yardage and send blocks, that would be great too. So I'm going to put these in. Carmen is number 22. Should have put her paper back in here. Yes, I did. It's always harder to get these back in. All right, 22. And the last block package is number 23. And it is from Karen Dunn out of Eatonville, Florida. So she's got her envelope up on top. I gotta get under here. Just trying to slip my scissors under so I could just pull. Okay, name and address, telephone number, email, thank you. And then her fee is also included, so thank you so much. And from the top, it looks like all of her blocks are made with the same fabric, which is fine, so I only have to show you one. Very pretty block, very well made. Just to show you the back of some of them. Nice workmanship. So thank you, Karen. I see Stephanie says, all those blocks you showed, they lined up perfectly, pound goes. For the life of me, I can do the first maybe 5 really good, and then boom, for some reason my corners stop lining up. It's frustrating. So I just think just got to take our time, I think. You know, it could be issues too with if you cut a stack of fabrics at one time, you could have made a cutting mistake. So it just takes time. You just never know until you start doing some inspection. So let me go back and see who else I missed. Blocks are so pretty. Love those colors. Sharon Lewis is here. Says, hi T from Washington, D.C. Just arrived home. Glad to be on and able to see the beautiful blocks. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I got my second shot today from Cheryl. Camille says, I got my second one. Elizabeth Hammond says, in Liz's car listening. That's my friend Deborah. She not home yet. Okay, so I am going to go back down to the bottom. I'm sure I'm going to miss some comments. So if it's anything that you put that I need to read, just re-put it again for me, please. Tiffany saying, Scott says, hi T. He can also he said to also tell everyone hi. Hi Scott, how are you doing? Erica Peterson is here saying, hey girl, with the wave. Hey Erica. And then people are saying, where's Eric? You know, I haven't heard from Eric, and we haven't seen him in here in the past week. I'm thinking that he's just working. They work him very hard on his job. So, and then also, I went to the post office and had this box that I was trying to figure out, like, did you order something in the middle of the night and didn't know you ordered it? You know how you kind of dial people's numbers and don't know you're dialing them? I got nervous and thought I ordered something from Joann's. But this box actually came from Bonita Nance. And she's trying to encourage me to get back into scrapbooking. And the reason why I put the box up there, because I said you think it was a lot in the box, but it's a great product in the box. And they had to put it in a big box because it's 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. So I'm also a paper crafter, and I'm going to show you some things I got on a paper haul. But love the bright colors on this. I need to make some get well cards because it's just a lot of people around me. I keep needing to send those, and I am completely out of birthday cards and get well cards. So this would be a good motivation, Benita, for me to get some cards made. So thank you so much for this gift. Really appreciate it. And so since Benita gave me something for paper crafting, I thought that I would go ahead and show you my haul I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm not really buying a whole lot of stuff for paper crafting right now, but I was in there to get something else, and I saw that they had, everything's $1. So they had some blue. These are like self-adhesive gems. Already got the adhesive on it, so you can make borders with these. Just pull up what you want, cut across, and then you've got great accent pieces. And you could even use them one by one if you wanted to. And then I also got some foam sheets. Sometimes I like to get colored foam sheets when I'm stacking shaker cards, so it could be the same color as the paper instead of showing as white. And then also I'm just trying out their foam tape as well, just to see if I like it or not. They got this brand at Dollar Tree called Crafter Square. And I also do albums with my paper, so I got a lot of magnets. They had them in 2 different sizes. This is 0.6 inches and 0.7 inches. So a little bit bigger. So I got 3 of one kind and 1 of the bigger ones. Just thought I'd try it. Some craft glue. I always run out of glue, so it's always good to buy glue, especially for $1, to just try it out. I just bought 1 bottle. And these are just accents, little clothespins that can be accents on a page. Maybe hold some twine. And these here are actually, somebody gave this to me. My niece got them from somebody else, and they were passing them through her to me. And I've been using this on my mask because it's a nice thin elastic. And so I went and bought some more of that. I think I got 2. I only got 2 packages. I was trying not to go crazy because I still have 1 pack at home. But just wanted you all to know, people asked me where did this come from, and I couldn't find it. Well, it was at the Dollar Tree, but we always get stuff in our Dollar Tree super late. And these are also foam pads, just squares that you can use to raise up particular pieces on your card. This is a metallic marker that's white, so it's for writing on black backgrounds or dark backgrounds, which I have trouble with all the time. And then I also bought some craft clamps. I'm always clipping like various different papers or groupings of things that I want to go together, so I thought that would help with that. So that was my Dollar Tree haul. Hoping my stuff don't fall out the chair. Before we get to the fabric, I just thought I'd show you my HTV. I went into the vinyl store today. I didn't get anything super fancy. I just wanted to show you. I have 1 t-shirt that uses yellow, that So Busy Quilting t-shirt that I make my thread with these. So I just bought 2 that were dark and 1 a lighter color, just depending on the color of the shirt. Normally I use the dark, but I said I'll get this one just in case. And then also they had some new patterns. This shop I go to, they print their own print vinyl HTV, and I just thought they were pretty. So I love lots of color. So I got that. And then this one I thought was really pretty too. I think those sewing machine shirts that I make, I'm going to try to make those with this. Liz make hair ties with that elastic. Oh, okay. Well, that's another use for it, I guess. But I know I put it on my mask because it's so much thinner that it's not that 1/4 inch or elastic behind my ear. So I really like it. Now, we're going to talk about quilt shop haul. That I'm at home minding my own business, okay? I had just come back from the grocery store, and Kevin he took the stitching, the quilting out of my quilt top for me, the bad stitches. And so he wanted to also pass that back. So I knew we were going to have to meet at some point this week, but Kevin initiated that to happen today because he found out that one of our local quilt shops are closing, and that is Patchwork Plus in Wood River, Illinois. They did send out an email a couple weeks ago, so I was aware, but I do know that they mostly sell reproduction type fabrics, so that's not my type of store, so I had no intentions of actually going. But whenever you go into a store where you don't like the particular style of fabric, there's still always something that you can buy, be it background neutrals, solids, or I bought a couple of backing pieces. So that's kind of what I got here today. So what you all saw on that counter was not all mine. My hand, the stack that has the print fabric in it, that stack was mine. But guess who that other stack belonged to, okay? See, I don't normally throw him under the bus and tell y'all what Kevin buy, but he took the picture, and that is his stack of stuff that he got. So I only got 4 fabrics, okay? So you don't have a whole lot of fabric to see. So this fabric is heavy, and I don't want to put my fabric on top of my HTV and crease it. So very boring stuff that I bought for the most part, because again, it wasn't my type of shop. And so, but I still went in just trying to buy something. And the reason that the shop is closing is not due to COVID or anything like that. It is because her mother has passed, and she was staying in a particular area to help take care of her mom, and now she's going to be moving further into the country and getting more land. And she said it'd just be too much work for her to keep the shop. So she is not closing due to COVID, so it has nothing to do with that. So there is this quilt top that I want to do. I forgot what even AccuQuilt calls it, but it's a heart quilt pattern, and you need 2 solids to coordinate with it. And so I bought these 2 greens. You need 2 colors that are very similar, but that you can see the color difference. And so I just picked this. Total maybe about 6 yards of fabric. Because just in case I don't use it for one pattern, I have another pattern in mind where I need 6 yards, and then I'll just interchange these 2. So that's why I got those. Ann Brush says Dollar Tree needs to host an album for all the great crafts folks have made with their stuff. Great haul. Thank you. And I only looked in the scrapbooking section because I'm like, you just need to stay focused. And like I said, I had went in there for something completely different and still went over there and looked, because I've been having people tell me that they get certain things there, but my Dollar Tree never has it, or I haven't seen them in any of my St. Louis area ones. I go to 3 that's close to my home, so I just haven't seen it. And Kevin goes, I haven't a clue what she's talking about. Yeah, right. So then this fabric here, Kevin found in a bright piece. It was very vibrant colors with red, blues, yellows, greens, like the more gold yellow. And they only had like a little over a yard or something. And so Kevin got that piece. But I like the Monet-ness of this fabric so much. And it's a 108 back that I just bought 2 yards of a 108 backing. I can give you the fabric boat information. It's by P&B Next Generations so P&B Textiles. And it's called Off the Grid. And like I said, they've got different numbers on it. And this number is 00120. And I'm not sure what the number is on the one that Kevin has. But they were so pretty that I just didn't want to leave it. And I thought instead of a backing that I might use this as a background and just pull these particular colors out and do something else with it. So I didn't buy it for backing yardage. I actually bought it with some future project in mind, just because I tend to like mosaic prints. Mosaic prints. And then the other one, you all know that I love fabrics with prints on them, and it's and not just any prints. I like them when they're positive words. I also like them when they're very colorful. So it's not like I'm just looking for a white fabric with beige writing. I'm looking for stuff that's very colorful, stuff that's positive, and this is just got positivity written all over it. Be you, perfectly imperfect. You're so loved. Be positive, powerful, freedom. So just all kinds of words everywhere. Good things come to those who work together. Various things like that. So I did buy this for quilt backing, but then I also just went ahead and added an extra yard so that if I want to put it on the front of something that I could. So that's kind of upside down, right? Focus, love, dream, unity, just all kinds of stuff. Unstoppable. Um, and I just thought that with these colors, you could definitely do a lot with this. And the lady that cut it said that she bought lots of yardage of it for the fronts of quilts. She's going to make like lap quilts for her grandchildren, and she's using them as positivity quilts. So that's pretty cool. And this reminds me of when my daughter was young, the child abuse came out with a thing about recognizing or complimenting kids, encouraging kids, and they had like 101 words that were positive to tell to children. And I still have that on my refrigerator to this day, because I thought it was just so important that you need to encourage kids, not give them stuff, not tell them that everybody's a winner. I'm not into that, but I do think that kids need encouragement, because you never know what they're going through in school and all of that. And so this is kind of what that fabric reminded me of. And then, oh, I didn't read the word fabric. Somebody is asking me who was that by. Got carried away. Let's see. It's by Wyndham Fabrics. I know that. Let's see. Wyndham Fabrics, and it's called Unstoppable. It's the name of the fabric. And this style number that it has on here is 52108. They also have this in 44-inch width, I found on the internet as well. So at Hancock's of Paducah, they have it in 44-inch width. I think it's, I want to say $9 or $10 a yard. These fabrics for the backing was $21.99 a yard, but because the shop is going out of business, they had everything at 45% off, so I spent a little over $12 per yard. And I wasn't trying to go crazy and buy everything, but I did break down. I was only going to buy this backing and the two greens because that's all I really wanted. But then I saw this one and just had to have a piece anyway. So that's it for the haul. Just wanted to get everything out and done in case somebody has to jump in here and run. And Ann says, OMG, I just got the same backing fabric for a quilt for a friend. Now that's pretty cool. And I don't know if they have the Unstoppable in another color pattern or not, but when I looked it up, they said light background or white background, like they may have had it in another background. So I didn't really look it up to that degree. And Ann says, great taste. Yes. I just love fabric that's very positive. So Cam says those are great fabrics. Dee Dee Hansen is here from Michigan. Hi, Dee Dee. The word fabric. Who is that? Oh, okay. I've done that one. Cheryl says, Remo, we are here for you. Praying for you also, Remo. Now that is my colors. That's Cheryl. Yeah. So I kind of went boring this time because I they did not have one bright in the store. They did have like some boutiques, like the standard boutiques that were like red or bright colors and all, but it's like those were old style boutiques. It's not that they were bad boutiques, it was just that I didn't need that. And so I wasn't going to buy any boutiques, and they didn't have a whole lot. I mean, the stuff has already been either put away or has been sold out. And like I said, the sale's been going on for like 2 weeks. And they did have like certain sections and certain things that wasn't marked. Some stuff wasn't even for a sale, let alone marked for the sale, the clearance sale. But you just, do what you got to do. So Kevin had a good time in there because it was mostly Kevin's type of fabric. Let's see. Remo says, I need that print. Great haul from June. Well, thank you. Those are great fabrics from Kim. Thank you. Great prices from Stephanie. Joe says, great fabrics, T. Thank you. And says, got mines at Keepsake Quilting online. And I did see Keepsake Quilting come up too. And I think I saw on Etsy, like you could buy it if you can't get it for sale. I think I saw where some places had it, Etsy had it for $9 a yard, so basically $18. No, $9 for a half yard, so it was basically $18 a yard. And I saw other places had it, but I just didn't pay attention, because long as it was cheaper than what I was going to pay, and then I was going to have to pay shipping as well if I ordered online. So I did do a little research to make sure that the fabric wasn't marked up too high and then giving me a sale. I tend to do that kind of stuff because I'm a numbers person. But yeah, Maddie says it looked good on the counter. Yes, I love that fabric. Very good haul. That's from Ellen. Thank you. Tiffany says, don't forget you can join the Teaquilts Facebook group. She's giving you the link for that. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Appreciate that. Prayers from Robin to Remo. Claudette Bettis saying, great haul, T. Thank you, Claudette. June says, Kevin, I like that striped fabric. Yes. See, if you go back to the Facebook group where Kevin put up my photo while I was checking out, yeah, he told on himself because that other stack Kevin had already paid for, okay? So Kevin actually got more different fabrics than I got, but I ended up, because I bought two backings that were major yardage, of course, I ended up spending more money than Kevin. Also, I still am waiting for blocks to be delivered for Gwen. I have emailed her, but I also want to just say it online that I'm trying to work with the post office to figure out where her blocks are. We got somebody's blocks who has been in limbo since February 2nd, which was addressed correctly. It wasn't like she made any mistakes. And I'm supposed to call back tomorrow, so hopefully that will occur, that we will find her blocks. They say that the blocks were scanned in by somebody inside the post office, but then they never said, or the next scan never showed what they did with it. And so they're going to talk to that actual person. So I'm assuming that they must have some kind of codes that they know who to talk to. So I don't know what that result's going to be. But her blocks are somewhere in my post office because they haven't been returned yet. So, but we'll see. And this has happened to me once before, but when I inquired about it, they showed up the next day. This is the longest that it's ever taken for me to get the package after I've inquired about it. So just praying that Gwen's blocks will be delivered on time, in time for the swap, because I hate for her to for them to show up afterwards. So yeah, it is just a brick and mortar store. And the name of that store is Patchwork Plus. You can look it up, Patchwork Plus in Wood River, Illinois. You can look up the store. They have a phone number you can call. If anybody answers the phone, you can order whatever you want to order. I'm not going back, and I'm not going to go pick up and mail for you guys. Not on this. I got other things I'm trying to deal with. My long arm situation, I mailed my box back last week, and my box has not been received, although I sent it in a priority mail box and paid for, the box. When you pay for the box, you pay a certain price. So I'm thinking, okay, let's go to a higher standard of mailing, and maybe then they'll get your package to them. Well, it's been a week and my box has not been received. So I sent back my motor box to Butler. So they haven't even received it yet. So I have no idea when I'm going to have my system hooked back up on my long arm. Mary's asking at T, is the swap closed? If so, that's fine. I'm a day late and $1 short on everything, it seems. The swap is not closed. It just has a deadline. It's an open swap. If you are planning to participate, I just prefer you to send me an email so I can kind of look for your block, since I've had a couple people blocks who have kind of taken the scenic route. I just prefer you let me know that you're going to participate. And that's only toward the end now, so Kevin and I can have a head count. As I said, we're up to 23 tonight, and I think I have like 3 or 4 more people on my list who are planning to participate in the swap. So I'm trying to make sure that we are not going over 30, because Kevin and I made 30 blocks to make sure that everybody that participated in the swap gets a block from us. If you want a block from us, let me tell you this. If you want a block from us and your blocks haven't been mailed yet, or and you want to participate, please put your name on the list, because we only have 30 blocks. So the first 30 people who send us blocks or told us that they were going to send blocks is who will get our blocks. If we don't know and you're number 31, we need to know that you're going to be on the list so we can make one more block for you. So I guess in that sense, you may want to let us know that you're going to participate in a swap, but you do not have to. You can just send your blocks. Kevin and I don't want to make 5 extra blocks and then we're stuck with 5 of our own blocks and we don't have anything to do with them. We only want to make what we need for the swap. And we need time to make those blocks, so we're not going to be making them at the last minute. We're not going to be making blocks on March 29th because we're now at 45. So if you know you want to participate in the swap, please let us know. So if we need to make a few more blocks, we will, but otherwise we will not. We've already made 30. But anybody can join. If you're interested in knowing what I'm talking about, all you got to do is go on YouTube. In the YouTube search box, put in Teaquilts Evening Star Ablum Block Swap. And the video will come up where I'm showing you 2 blocks sitting side by side. That's the video you need to look at, because it shows me sewing those blocks together. And I also give you a link to the cutting instructions. Not cutting instructions. It is cutting instructions. I give you fabric requirements, cutting instructions, and also I give you the rules of the swap. So if you don't follow the rules, your blocks will not be swapped. So just be careful with that. What else? Maddie says pretty fabrics. Really pretty tea, the fabrics. Kevin says, you're welcome, all tea quilters. This haul brought to you by me, dragging tea to the fabric store, laughing out loud. You got that right. Patricia Bryan says, I finally got a magazine 2 days ago, while friends I gifted the same got theirs before Christmas. Wow. Hope the blocks get found to you real soon. Yes. And another thing that was weird today was I had mailed a package to Australia on October 19th. And they returned that package for insufficient address. And I received it February 24th. I'm like, okay, it took 4 months for you to return this package. Okay. It's just weirdness going on with the post office right now. Tamar Israel says, hello, quilters. Hello to you. Wash Your Hands says, hi, T. I saw your lovely quilt on AccuQuilt YouTube video. Well, thank you so much. I was surprised to see it today because I had submitted it a couple weeks ago and I wasn't sure if they were going to put it on there or not, because I am an affiliate and I didn't know if they were going to allow it to go through, but they did. So I was really surprised, but thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Stephanie says, I'm going back home, Milwaukee, in August. I can't wait to hit some quilt shops in that local area. Yes. Dee Dee says, there is something the matter with your post office, I think. The 2 handmade cards that I sent to you for the ladies who were sick never got to you and never came back to me. Now, that is horrible. And you know what? You've had yours in another envelope, but I actually mailed a fabric postcard. And I think somebody at the post office liked my card much better. And I was mailing it to my nephew who lives around the corner from me. But I wanted him to receive some mail. And I had made him a Halloween postcard. And you know he never got that mail. It's just horrible. But I think my post office has great counter help. There's 2 ladies that work the counters. They are awesome. And then the rest of the staff in there, they just act like they don't want to do anything. They want to get paid, I'm sure, but they don't look like they want to do their job. But it's a lot going on with that. And then also when they made the changes to the post office, when they changed over with post office postmaster, that was an issue. That change happened in 2020. Up until then, the post office mail had been doing great. And then they took out the mail reading machines that read your letters. They took all of those out of the post office. And then it just crashed right before the holidays with all the holiday shopping online. So mail right now is a hot mess. And I don't know if it's going to take the government to straighten this stuff back out because it's a hot mess. So. I didn't do this swap, and I'm sorry I still haven't put together last swaps. Me either, Tiffany. And I've been doing my clients' jobs, keeping me busy, but I'll catch the next one if there is one. Yes, and I'm in that same boat. It's like I'm mostly doing this for the Teaquilters because soon as we had the other one in and then people start getting their blocks and people start showing what they were working, how they set their blocks, everybody wanted me to do another swap. I go, nope, one swap a year. I can only handle one swap a year. It does take time. It'll take Kevin and I a whole day just to open these packages, count these blocks, put them in order, swap so everybody gets the counted number of blocks back, and pray we don't make any mistakes because just keep in mind that we are human and mistakes can happen. We don't want anybody to be upset with us, so we try to make sure we do it correctly. But it's a lot of work to do a swap. Somebody's asking, what is the pattern for the block swap? It's the Evening Star Ablum block is what I called it. And you can just search Teaquilts Evening Star Ablum block swap and it'll come up. I think I answered that, but that question could have been asked before I answered. Just saying it again. Ellen says, well, I mailed 2 for someone that needs at least 1 from you and Kevin. She says, well, I mailed 2 for someone and that needs at least 1 from you and Kevin. You probably mailed the block for Mario, I'm assuming. I don't know if that's what Ellen is talking about because I'm kind of confused, so I don't know what that has to do with me and Kevin. If we want to make a block for Mario, we will. And I think Mario is not able to participate in the swap. He had signed up, bought all his fabrics for it, and he can't participate because he's got to take care of his partner who got seriously ill. He was in the hospital with him at where he is in, he's in Canada. I have to think about where he's from. He's in Canada, and he was able to stay at the hospital with him. And then now that they were going to release him to a rehabilitation center, and Mario doesn't want that, so he's going to be doing all of his care and making sure that he gets the physical therapy that his partner needs. So that's what's going on there. And people were asking on the Facebook page if there was anything that they could do. If you want, you can just send 1 block for Mario. Make sure you label that block is for Mario, and then that way I will collect those, and I guess I'll be paying the postage for them to go to Canada, I guess. So because that's the other expense of mailing postage, mailing packages across the border. I'm assuming that's what she's talking about. Deborah's back up in here saying, hello, TNT Quilters, finally home. Cheryl Bean says hello. Oh, hi, TN, everyone. Lisa Peg says, did you receive my letter? No. Have to think about it because yours was for Kathleen Champs, I think, and that has never come either. So I have no idea what's going on with this mail system. Never did. Cheryl says, my post office cannot deliver mail for the last 2 weeks, but part was no power, but still. In my post office the last week, it did not have power. It didn't get power back until Tuesday. So I fully understand. They didn't have internet. They had power, they had light, they had electricity, and they had gas. But they did not have internet. So they did not have the main post office open. But the package that I've been looking for from Lisa was mailed long time ago. The envelope from Lisa was long time ago. The package for the Gwen's blocks should have been delivered on February 2nd. That was before any of the weather-related stuff happened. And I've received packages from other places that were postmarked later than that. So I do know things happen. I am trying to be patient, but from February 2nd is a long time. And when I first tell the lady that I'm looking for a package on February 2nd, she's like, well, why did you wait so long? Well, lady, I've been up here like 3 or 4 times asking, and nobody is telling me anything. So I actually got a name today. I talked to one of the managerial staff, so I'm hoping that when I call tomorrow that somebody will answer the phone because I've been trying to call and nobody answers. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go back up there. I normally go to the post office on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I got a package I got to get ready to mail out on Friday. So I'm hoping that if they answer the phone tomorrow, I can get some information. Otherwise, I have to go back on Friday and talk to people again. So, and I don't take it personal on the post office. It's just a lot of confusion, or the postal service. My post office, some of the staff are bad. But for the United States Postal Service overall, they did an excellent job. You all know I used the United States Postal Service a lot in 2020, and I mailed out lots of wood turning tools, fabrics and t-shirts and patterns, and I had no problems for the most part all year. Stuff going out the country always is going to take longer. So I had one lady from Trinidad Trinidad has the worst mail system I've ever encountered in my entire life. It took her 6 months to receive her wood turn items, and she ordered on the July order and didn't get it until January. So, yeah, but other than that, I've been having great issues with the post office all year. Hadn't had any packages that were lost on the side of the postal service. I did have one package that was stolen from a resident, and I worked with that customer so we could try to get her products. I worked with the wood turner, so he kind of gave me a break on reordering her items, and then I worked with her so that all 3 of us ended up paying for her items because technically I didn't have to do anything, but I try to at least work with people because it's just horrible when you leave packages at your door, the packages are left and somebody steals them. It's just horrible. So I tried to work with that, and then I just tell people now, if you have an area where you feel like your package won't be left, we just need to do a signature request for your item so they won't leave it at your door. But I try, and I would go up to the post office. I talk to my counter girls, and they help me with stuff like this because I don't want to be an expert in postage, but I want to know enough that I can assist you all when the time is needed. But let's see. T-Rex says, I sent some important personal mail in a business envelope and wrote on it, payment due soon. Good grief, my daughter just got home with 3 chicken dinners and 2 of them don't have chicken. How do you not put chicken in a chicken dinner? That happened to my husband once, where he ordered like a double Whopper or something. I can't remember where he was, if he was at Burger King or Hardee's, and he didn't have any meat. It was funny. It was funny to me. That is funny. And then Diane saying the power could be the reason your mail is late. I think I've already discussed that. This is long before the power. Lisa mailed her envelope way before the power outage, and I've never seen it. So Judy Smith says, hi, T and all. Hi, Judy, and welcome. Kevin says, looking forward to swapping everyone's blocks. Bonita says, Biden is doing a full overhaul of postal service. Well, thank you, because I didn't want to really get into that, but if somebody else put it, you know, this post office was set up for failure, because how can you have somebody that has major equity in UPS run the United States Postal Service? And that's exactly what's happening, and they're trying to crash this system. And so I have 2 family members that work for the post office that I'm aware of. I might have 3. I think I have 3. I just recently found out that I didn't know another one of my family members worked for the post office. But 3 members that work, and I get a little bit of inside stuff. Even when my package was stolen, my niece was able to go in and give me more detail than the people at the counter would allow them to give me. So, yeah, this system was set up to fail for a reason, and that's because private entity wants to handle all mail processing. And if you think the United States services charge a lot to mail your package, you just wait until you have it privatized and see how much you're going to be paying to mail an envelope. Sandra Agger is here. She says, hello all. I almost missed out. Almost, girl. You got 1 minute. Ann says, I will pay for shipping for Mario. Well, that's really nice of you. If you all want to do that, you can just cash app me at Teaquilts, $Teaquilts. It should come up. If you want to do that to pay for his postage, that'd be great. I do personally plan to send him a block, but I hadn't talked to Kevin about that. I've been having other things on my mind because I'm at the post office arguing with people, seems like every other day. And then I'm also concerned about how long where my motor box is in the mail, and you know, I got my stuff I'm worried about as well. So that's why I haven't really followed up with Kevin on that. But as long as we don't have those 30 people, it wasn't a priority yet. So that's another reason I hadn't talked to Kevin. Diane says, I haven't done anything with the last swap blocks, but take my name out of my extra blocks and added a black square in place of my name. But take my name. I don't know what she's trying to say. I have no idea. I don't know if that's how she's doing her quilt or what. And she says, I figure those blocks will be there when I'm ready. And also Diane says, that's so sweet of you, Ann. I'm sure he would appreciate that. Yes, and he's not on social media a lot, so you're not going to get a whole lot of responses back from him. He has been emailing me a couple of times, just letting me know of his situation, because Mario was very active in the group before he just disappeared. And I wrote him and asked him what was going on, because I knew something had to have happened, because he enjoys chatting with you all. So Dee Dee says, I'm working on some quilts that I want you to quilt, but I'm afraid to send them. I will use priority, but seems to not be getting those either. May have to go with UPS. And that's almost what I think I'm going to have to do. Now, UPS is going to charge you a whole lot more money to ship, but at least they're going to bring it straight to the door. And when you ship that, Dee Dee, use my home address, because they will bring that straight to my door, whereas I don't like for post office to leave stuff at the door, because they'll just leave it. If I can track the UPS stuff pretty good. The post office, you don't know when they're going to drive up to your door. UPS, I can look on the map and see where the truck is. So yes, please send it through UPS instead of the United States Postal Service, because I thought my motor box would be, since it was in a flat rate priority mailbox, since I paid more than it would have cost if it was in a plain box, I thought they would ship that a lot faster, but that did not happen. And they're only showing that I gave my box to the clerk, because I always check in important packages. And they only show that I checked it in with the clerk. It doesn't show anything else in a week. So we have no idea where my package is. And then had the nerve to tell you that you can pay for premium tracking on a package. It's like, no, you're not scanning anyway. So why am I going to pay premium tracking? They want more money. It's like, no. And that is a new thing that came up in 2020, just so you all know. Okay? I still have my log cabin blocks too. I'm backed up laughing out loud. Got that right. Diane says, that's so sweet of you. I read that one. You're so right, T, trying to make it private. Yep. June Hanson says, maybe though with my raincoat that I never got. It's been a year. Maybe there with my raincoat that I never got. Oh, it's been a year. So she's missing a raincoat in the mail. And then the funny thing is they'll put your mail as unclaimed, and then they have this area I found out. If you Google or YouTube, what happens to United States Postal Service unclaimed mail? And then it's like they sell your stuff and make money on it. It's ridiculous. They call it the lost mail. Like, yeah, right. Kim Burris is saying good night all. Take care. Stay safe. God bless. Thank you, Kim. We're going to be ending in a little bit. We're 4 minutes over because I'm just gabbing with you guys. Cheryl Klutz also says good night, everyone. Stay safe. People getting them in. They know I'm going to be ending all of a sudden. They getting them in. So, a lot of people saying good night and thank you. Yeah, if you are from another country, we can only take English. And I guess maybe I need to start putting that up at the top because we had somebody posting in another language. We can't translate in the chat room, so we're only asking for all English typings, please. Stephanie says, I have to run. Be blessed. Hope to catch up with you all next live. And that'll be next Saturday live will be my sewing chat where I'll be back here working on more of these half square triangles that I'm using for my exploding heart quilt border, working on the border. So we're going to go ahead and end here because that's it. That's all I have to say. Also, for everybody to stay safe. COVID is still out there, so be careful. Wear your mask. And also be blessed and quilt out, everybody. See you Saturday.